2017 is right around the corner. What are you willing to do in 2017 to be more faithful to God? Would you dare make God number one in your life in 2017? That's what we're talking about this week. And today I'm going to ask you a question. Would you be willing to dare to make family number one? God, then family. Would you be willing to make them a top priority in your life? Now, as we talked about yesterday, God must come first, but family is right after that. We've got to be willing to take care of them in the best ways possible. You know, there's some people that put no priority on family whatsoever, and it's very obvious in the society that we live in. We have children that are going back and forth from one parent to another. It's a very sad situation. I know a lot of folks don't want that to be the situation. But also, oftentimes, people, they forget what's really important in life. And I see a lot of parents that they give their children all kinds of stuff. And they take them to baseball games and football games and ballet and piano and karate and on and on and on. But there's no place left for the spiritual. And let me tell you something. You can give a child all types of material things and all types of activities to be involved in. If you neglect the spiritual, you've neglected everything. In Ephesians chapter 5, Paul points out the importance of family. In verse number 22, we see that wives are to be submissive to their own husbands, even as the church submits to Christ. In verse number 25 of Ephesians 5, we see that husbands are to love their wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. Now, that may mean physical death, but oftentimes what it means is we're going to die to our selfishness. And we're going to be the kind of husbands and the kind of fathers that we need to be. Would you dare do that in 2017? And then it also in chapter 6 speaks to the idea of children. In verse 1, children are to obey their parents. And then I want you to notice in verse number 4 of chapter 6, fathers are to train their children and to bring them up in the nurture and the admonition of the Lord. Would you dare, fathers, would you dare train your children to be followers of God? Mothers, would you dare submit to your husbands as the Bible teaches? This year, let's live this year for God by this year making our family a priority. Join us again tomorrow.